The courtroom is silent. The air conditioning is humming, but you are sweating inside your $3,000 Italian suit. The jury is walking back in. 12 ordinary people who have spent the last 3 weeks looking at photos of chopped up bodies, wiretap transcripts, and bags of cocaine stamped with your client's logo. Your client is sitting next to you. He is a man who has ordered the deaths of police officers, rivals, and journalists. He is a monster. But to you, he is just the defendant. He leans over and whispers, "If I go to prison, you go to the cemetery." The judge asks for the verdict. The foreman stands up. You hold your breath. Not guilty. The courtroom erupts. The prosecutor throws his pen. The families of the victims are crying. Your client smiles, a shark showing its teeth. You just let a demon walk free. You pack your briefcase, check your Rolex, and walk out. You are not a criminal. You are a cartel lawyer. And business is booming. Most people think the justice system is about the truth. You know better. The justice system is a game, and the rulebook is titled Technicalities. You don't get paid to prove your client is innocent. You get paid to prove the police made a mistake. Did they get the warrant signed 5 minutes too late? Did they fail to read the Miranda rights in the correct dialect of Spanish? Did they lose a single chain of custody form for the evidence bag? If you find one crack in the wall, the whole house comes down. You are a demolition expert in a silk tie. But working for the devil comes with a price tag that money can't pay. Let's go back to the beginning. How does a bright law student end up on the payroll of the Sinaloa or Gulf cartel? It's never a direct job offer. It starts with a small favor. Maybe you are a criminal defense attorney handling drunk driving cases. One day, a guy walks in. He was caught with a small amount of product. He pays cash. He is polite. You get him off with probation. Easy. A week later, he brings a friend. Then a cousin. Suddenly, your waiting room is full of guys with neck tattoos and burner phones. You are making more money in a month than your professors made in a year. Then comes the call. The boss wants to meet you. Not at the office, but at a ranch. He serves you tequila. He compliments your work. He puts a retainer on the table, $50,000 a month, just to be available. You think you have made it. In reality, you just put on the golden handcuffs. Your job description is wider than any law firm would admit. Level 1 is the shield. This is standard defense. When a lieutenant gets arrested, you are there before the police can even start the interrogation. You burst into the room, shouting about rights, stopping your client from talking. Your goal is to make the investigation so annoying and expensive for the government that they offer a plea deal. Level 2 is the messenger. This is where it gets gray. Your client is in maximum security. He isn't allowed to talk to his captains. But he is allowed to talk to his lawyer. That's you. You have attorney-client privilege. The guards can't listen to your conversation. So, the boss whispers orders to you. Tell Little Angel to move the shipment to Tuesday. Tell Pedro he is fired. You walk out and deliver the message. Technically, you are now a co-conspirator. You are no longer a lawyer, you are the communication network of a criminal organization. Level 3 is the cleaner. The cartel has legitimate businesses, avocado farms, trucking companies, real estate. They need contracts. They need to sue people. They need to buy politicians legally through campaign donations. You set up the shell companies. You write the contracts that look boring but hide millions in laundered funds. You use the law to protect the illegal profits. You are the one who makes the blood money look clean enough to be deposited in a bank in Miami. But the biggest part of your job is psychological warfare against the prosecutor. You are fighting the government. They have unlimited resources, but they are bureaucratic and slow. You are fast and aggressive. You bury them in paperwork. You file a motion to suppress for every piece of evidence. You file a motion for change of venue because the jury is biased. You demand the personnel files of every police officer involved, looking for dirt. Was Officer Smith suspended for drinking 10 years ago? Great, you use that to destroy his credibility on the stand. You don't need to prove your client didn't kill the victim. You just need to make the jury doubt the cop who found the body. Reasonable doubt is your best friend. However, the lifestyle is a paradox. You are rich. You drive a Bentley. You have a penthouse. But you are a pariah. Legitimate lawyers look at you with disgust. They call you a narco lawyer. You are not invited to the respectable galas. Your old friends from law school stop returning your calls. And the client? The client is a nightmare. A normal client listens to your advice. A cartel boss thinks he owns you. If you lose a case, he doesn't fire you, he thinks you sold him out. There are stories of lawyers who failed to get an acquittal. They weren't disbarred. They were found in the trunk of a car. This pressure changes you. You start drinking. You start taking uppers to stay awake for 20 hours a day preparing for trial. You check under your car for bombs every morning, not because of the police, but because of your own employers. The ultimate danger, however, is the RICO Act. The US government hates you. To them, you are worse than the drug dealer because you enable him. They want to pierce your attorney-client privilege. They are tapping your phones, hoping you slip up and say something that proves you are part of the crime, not just the defense. This is called the crime-fraud exception. If they can prove you are helping commit a crime, your privilege vanishes. They raid your office. They seize your files. And suddenly, you are sitting in the defendant's chair, wearing the orange jumpsuit. And here is the irony: when a narco lawyer gets arrested, no one wants to defend him. You know too much. The cartel worries you will cut a deal and trade their secrets for a lighter sentence. So, the moment the handcuffs click on your wrists, you have a target on your back. Let's talk about the morality. How do you sleep at night? You tell yourself everyone deserves a defense. It's the Constitution. You tell yourself you are just a cog in the machine. You look at your bank account and numb the guilt with luxury. But there are moments when it breaks through. You look at photos of the victims, teenagers addicted to the meth your client sells, innocent bystanders caught in the crossfire. You realize that your brilliant cross-examination didn't serve justice, it served death. You used your intellect, your education, your gift of speech, to protect a plague. You remember your first day of law school. You wanted to change the world. You wanted to fight for the innocent. Now, you are sitting in a meeting with a man who dissolves bodies in acid, explaining to him how to structure his assets to avoid taxes. He laughs at a joke you made. You laugh too. But your laugh sounds hollow. You look at the door. You could walk away. You could quit. But then you remember the threat, plata o plomo. Silver or lead. You took the silver a long time ago. Now, you are just trying to outrun the lead. The trial ends. Another not guilty. Another party. You go home to your empty mansion. You pour a drink. You look in the mirror. You are the best lawyer in the city. You have never lost a case. But as you stare into your own eyes, you realize the truth. You lost the only case that really mattered. You lost the case for your own soul. This is the underground explainer. We have seen the kingpin, the accountant, and now the lawyer. The machine is almost complete. But who hunts them? Who is the one watching from the shadows? Next time, we turn the camera around. POV, you are the DA agent. Subscribe. Or we will see you in court.